What's good, PAX East? Welcome to the What's Good Games Live panel here in Boston. Your source for video game news, commentary, analysis, and funny stuff every Friday or every Saturday, because that's what day it is.
Oh, I was like, what?
Today's Saturday.
I was like, did we not put out a show yesterday?
We did. Well, it went up a little late because there was a snafu, but hopefully not that many people noticed.
That's what she said.
But
You
it
were all
got
busy,
published
right?
like
Yeah.
30 minutes later than it normally did. But it's
Oh,
fine.
no.
Everything's great. We're not talking about last week's show. We're talking about PAX East.
That's today.
How are you guys doing out there? Yeah.
Yay.
Thanks so much for coming down. We're glad that you are here. As you can see, we've got some fun stuff up on the table that we're going to get to in just a little bit. Most of you we saw at the meet and greet last night. We're so sorry about the snafu with what happened, but the pivot to Howl at the Moon was super fun.
That was
Yes.
the
Howl at the Moon was great.
happy accident.
Yeah, we had a great time. So thanks to CB. CB here? Did he say he couldn't make it?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
There was a
I
lot
don't
of
remember if
alcohol.
he had a Saturday badge or not. But he was the one who suggested that place, and it was a very happy accident indeed. We were like, why don't we just do it here next year? Seems like a good call. So hopefully they're not very expensive. I'll call if I figure it out. Anyway, we're super glad to be here. Brittany, do you have anything you would like to say to kick off the panel?
Hello. This episode is I was going to do a silly mock sponsor read, but I can't do that because I think we might actually have legit sponsors.
We do.
Okay, I can't do that then.
So maybe
We do?
Maybe we should get a word from our sponsor right now.
Which is Logitech G. You guys have heard us talk about Logitech for the last couple of months because we love their products so much. Logitech G has a brand new keyboard, you guys, called the Logitech G915. It's the most advanced gaming keyboard ever made. Logitech G has combined sophisticated design, cutting-edge technologies, and breakthrough engineering to bring you the ultimate wireless gaming keyboard. The Logitech G915 is a new class of mechanical gaming keyboard featuring breakthrough light-speed wireless technology. With a super-fast 1 millisecond report rate, light-speed wireless makes issues like lag time a thing of the past. The G915 is engineered with LightSync, Logitech G's amazing next-gen RGB lighting. With LightSync, you can customize lighting colors of any or every key and even synchronize your keyboard lighting to match the action in your games, music, and videos. Features a new high-performance mechanical gaming switches, plus the low-profile switches give you supreme gaming speed and accuracy at half the height of traditional switches. So that means smoother, more comfortable key presses from your opening attack to victory. When you're buying a Logitech product, you know that you're getting premium quality inside and out with the incredibly thin, beautiful aluminum alloy top plate, ultra-durable keys, refined media controls, and customizable G keys to execute complex actions with a single keystroke. The rechargeable battery powers you through even the longest gaming sessions with 30 hours of nonstop battery life with a quick 3-hour charge. If you guys have heard us talk about the Logitech G products and you're like, you know what, maybe today is the day. I've been wanting to upgrade my mouse, my headset, my keyboard. Then you've got to go to logitechg.com and use our special promo code What's Good for 10% off your order. That's right. Maybe you don't need the Logitech G915 keyboard with its amazing low-profile switches. Maybe you want to get the Pro headset that we talked about, or maybe you want to get one of their fancy gaming mice, because let's be honest, they've got a lot of really cool mice. That's right, you guys got to go to logitechg.com and use that promo code What's Good. You guys, I'm literally using the G915 keyboard right now as I'm editing the show. So later on in the panel, we give away a Logitech G915 keyboard at PAX East, and we make people eat fruit by the foot for it. So if you are listening, maybe this week is the week you go to youtube.com/whatsgoodgames. Don't forget, logitechg.com, promo code What's Good for 10% off. Now enjoy the rest of the panel.
What do you want me to do?
Maybe you could introduce our special guest on the panel.
Everyone knows who Riana Manuel is.
Rihanna is here. Christine Steimer's here too.
I am. Hello.
Yeah. And you guys are all here, and so we don't have too much time, so let's not, pussyfoot around. We have some really fun news that we've been waiting to share with you guys. So many of you are part of our Patreon community at patreon.com/whatsgoodgames, the lifeblood behind keeping us running every month. I know we say it on the show all the time that we wouldn't be here without our patron supporters, but that is 100% true. And because you guys have been so good to us, we finally have just enough money to hire What's Good Games' first part-time employee. Right? Pretty exciting. We're approaching our 3-year anniversary this May. Wait, did somebody say something?
Someone said something.
Who
Now
said
it's
something?
awkward. Own it. Own up to it.
Wait, hold.
Yeah. Oh, yes, Queen. Thank you.
So we're approaching our 3-year anniversary this May, and we're cooking up some really fun plans, trying to figure out some things that we want to do. Obviously, we've opened the new studio, which we're excited about, and so we're like, you know what? I think in order to really take this to the next level, we need another set of hands and eyeballs, and somebody really just to kind of like up everything we do. And we thought the perfect person for this would be none other than Miss Riana Manuel.
Thank you.
Welcome to
Thank
the
you so
team,
much.
Ree.
She's not here for no reason.
So we're really excited that she's coming on board. She's officially starting tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
Is day
technically.
one. She's going to be on the podcast every month. She's going to be helping us with some fun things behind the scenes. So hopefully see her at all the shows that we're at. And we're really excited to have you.
I'm so excited to join, honestly. This is one of the best groups of people I've ever met, and I am really, really looking forward to working with you, officially.
Prepare for the shit show, girl.
I mean, I'm ready. I'm ready.
We were like, listen, we really just need somebody to comment on Apex Legends because none of us play.
Yes.
So we're super excited for you to be on board. Ree, is there something that you are really like pumped to talk about in the video game sphere on the show? Is there like something you've been like kind of champing at the bit to go after?
It's champion.
I mean, aside from Apex, because that's pretty much the best thing that's happening gaming-wise for me right now. And oh my gosh, you guys revving it. There's a whole lot to talk about there. But honestly, I'm really, really excited for Ori. And
Ori, the Will of the Wisps.
The Will of the Wisps.
I just like saying wisps. Wisps.
Full disclosure, I do work on the game in a certain capacity. It's out March 11th. You should play it.
Yeah, girl.
That's all I'm going to say.
Nice.
Yeah.
Brought to you by.
That's all I'm going to say.
Will of the Wisps.
Cool. Well, we're excited to play it too. They're having an event in LA next week.
Next Thursday.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun. You want to come?
Oh, I already RSVP'd because they were nice and they did it after hours. I was like, thank you for having an evening event. I have a real job.
It's true. Yeah, so it should be fun. We also are going to be talking about some of the games that we played here at PAX. We played a bunch of stuff together on Thursday. We got to play GTFO together, which we're going to talk about, and some of the stuff that the rest of the individuals played for. And then we're going to be doing some giveaways, and then we're going to be doing Q&A at the end of the panel. So who was around for the Fruit by the Foot contest last night?
Wait, was it a contest or did you just eat them?
Oh, no, it was a race.
It was a race.
I missed that whole
You did use your
thing.
hands or what? Because
No.
you said you
Yeah.
didn't do this before.
No, I didn't do it.
Oh, other people did
Other
it.
people did it.
Got it.
Well, we're doing it 2.0 here at the panel, so it's going to be fun because our friends at Logitech, which you may have heard us with our sponsorship with them, gave us a G915 keyboard.
Woo!
Ooh. This is a very fancy keyboard with Lightspeed technology and LightSync RGB. I'm not going to do the full ad read, I promise.
But it's cool.
That's kind of like our first place prize, and then we have some other cool stuff that we have up here. Our friends at Xbox gave us this Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order 2 terabyte Xbox drive, which is cool.
P cool.
Yes, very cool. And we've got some other cool random stuff up here.
Yeah, like
So-
this horrifying creature.
Yeah, so GameStop gave us this, and I was like, what is
What
this
is
thing?
that? What's it called? A
It's called the Fuggler. And it says eat,
That's how I
sleep,
feel right
game,
now.
repeat
That
on
is
it.
me.
And it's got like human teeth, you guys.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
It looks like
and
a
it looks like it's
Furby.
high.
It's
It's
like full
got a
on
lot going
Uncanny
on.
Valley.
Yeah, I don't know what
Can I
this
see that?
is, but
I mean, but you can adopt it. Oh, wait, it says adopt at your own risk.
So we'll do that in just a little bit, but let's go ahead and get into some hands-on impressions of some games. So, Riana, you got to play a couple really fun games that you were excited to talk about, one of which is called Bake and Switch.
Yes, Bacon Switch. So this game is from Streamline Games. It's out summer 2020.
So professional.
And as you can see, it is the cutest thing. So that is a little dough ball, and you put the dough balls in the oven so you can bake them. And it's a 4-player co-op, and you're going with the instructions on the oven. So if the dough ball is above the oven, you throw a dough ball. If there's a dodo bird made out of dough over the oven, then that's what you throw in, and you can combine them to make them bigger and get more points. And then you have some obstacles in the map, and you're working with each other to make sure you're getting the right ingredients into the oven. It's a lot of fun. It's very cute. And I absolutely adored playing that with some of our friends.
Is this the kind of game that we're all going to yell at each other when we play in our streams?
There was a lot of communication, and it could be a lot of positive and clear or other than that. So it depends on who you're playing with.
This is not a Brittany game. Brittany
No. This is a hard pass.
I'm going to run the chat, and you and Andrea can yell at each other.
Yep, I say in the chat, I save our
sounds right.
friendship.
Yeah.
I won't touch that. Well, wow.
Yeah, no, it was absolutely wonderful. And if you go play, they have a really, really cute pin that is a little dough ball. So go
Which
visit
booth
that.
is this in?
This is over in the Indie Mega Booth space.
In the Indie Mega booth.
Look at how cute he
Streamline
is.
Games.
It's very cute.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Cool. It looks adorable. Doze.
It's so cute.
Doze. Another fun game that you said that you saw was called Armed and Gelatinous.
Okay, yeah, so here's the thing about Armed and Gelatinous. Shout out to Whiskey for letting us know it was over there.
Whiskey is a
'cause-
person, not the beverage.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, shout out to
also
Whiskey
shout
in
out to
general.
Whiskey.
Yeah. Shout out to Whiskey.
Shout out to both, but no, our friend Whiskey Francois told us about this arcade game that they then had a 4-player mode available today or this weekend, and a few of us went over there, and as you can see, it is really, really cute, but then super, super vicious. So the 4 people are competing against one another to collect weapons that are floating around the screen and then shoot at each other. And if you dash into someone, you can take all of their weapons.
Oh my God.
facial
Really,
expressions are
really
really good.
intense. Really intense, really quickly. And there was a lot of yelling, and whoever does not win feels really bad. Not that I would know.
Oh, you're going to fit right in.
No, it is a whole lot of fun. And again, a lot of communication with this game. And
Why
it
are
could
you
be
picking all the games that are going to tear
kinds.
friendships apart?
Wait, I thought it was like, aren't
This is a
people
different
competing
mode.
against each other?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
you're fighting your friends. Like,
Okay.
hardcore.
So, but why, what's the communication part? Maybe
Oh,
I'm
no, it's
confused.
not positive communication in this
just-
one.
It's just yelling.
communication.
Not at all. No, mostly gripes and a lot of shit talking. So, no, it was a lot of fun.
Right.
And
I like
talked
these big
to
derpy blobs.
Oh yeah, they're really derpy.
I feel
And
like
I
they
talked to
should
the
make plushies.
devs.
Wii U?
Oh, yeah.
Oh
It's supposed to be an old trailer.
yeah, Wii U.
LOL,
They,
Wait,
LOL,
no,
they claim
LOL,
that.
LOL,
really
LOL.
say Wii U?
No,
It's
this
coming
isn't
to
old.
Wii
This must be
U?
old.
They claim that. No, Steam, Xbox, PS4, they are working on multiplayer online. So hopefully that's coming soon. But yeah, lots of
Cool.
opportunities for trashing your friends.
Seems like a fun like couch co-op game.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, not couch co-op, but like
There's something fun about
You definitely want to be in chat. for
Oh, no.
this
Is it
one.
frozen?
yeah.
Well, that's not happening. Hello.
Wait, no, it's at the end of the trailer. It's over.
No. Like, it's dead.
The screen.
Oh, no.
Rip.
Well,
Oh, it's it
No,
moved.
no,
my-
that's been there.
My computer is, like, frozen.
We'll figure it
Well,
out.
yeah, it's all good.
Computer.
Let's keep going.
Just hit it really hard. Oh.
Well, it did
Well, it
something.
almost worked.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll work on that for a second.
Why can't we just go one day without technical hiccups? Like, we can't even do a fucking panel
I
without shit
know.
breaking.
So we streamed from the PAX pods in the lobby. Have you guys seen where these streaming pods are before you
Yeah,
go
it's, like,
take
dead.
the escalators down? And so PAX reached out to us and said, "Hey, do you want to stream from one of these pods?" And we're like, can it fit all 3 of us? Because we know that they're usually
That's what she
designed
said.
for like a single streamer. And they were like, "Yeah, it'll be a little, cozy, but you could make it work." And so we decided to stream for our Patreon streams, and the Q&A went as expected, just taking people's questions, kind of shooting the shit. And then when it came time for gameplay, they didn't have the right Switch dock for us, and so we didn't have our game ready. And so we decided to play Heads Up instead. Have you guys played Heads Up on your phone? Ellen's game, and it was an interesting discovery about what Brit knows for foods and animals and what Brit does not know.
Yes.
Yeah. What was the one that I botched really bad? I mean, there were a few.
The duck and chicken. We were like, quack, quack. And you're like, it's a chicken. we were like,
And we were like, no.
Wow, Britt.
We were like, what? We were like,
Yeah.
quack?
don't make chickens don't make quack sounds.
Yeah.
I think I literally broke it when I smacked it.
Well, I'm not paying for it. So.
Steimer, why don't we talk a little bit about what happened at D&D this afternoon, since there was no B-roll for that.
It's true. There's not. There were minifigs, but sorry, man. So our lovely DM made us all really nice minifigs.
Shout out to Lucy Jen.
And my
Yeah.
character died today, so he put a lot of effort in for not much.
She looked so cool too.
It
you
did.
guys.
I was like, I had this beautiful blue cape, but the dice were not kind to me. I rolled a 1, which is a critical failure, which knocks out 2 of your hits, which I did not know. And then my last one, I rolled a 5. So she donezo.
yeah.
That's my character that we started.
Hunter Ranger.
Yeah, she was a hunter ranger. But
Yeah,
it's
sad.
fine.
I banged an elf.
What?
Oh yes.
You
So-
did not. You were just making eyes at him.
I don't know. I feel like
I got us a group
I feel like
discount.
something more than that happened.
I mean, I fucked him for a discount. What more do you want?
So in every chapter of the campaign that we've played, and you know, we can't really thank Craig enough for like reaching out to us, like PAX East 3 years ago, and saying, "Hey, we heard you talking on the show about how you'd never played. Can I put together a session for you at PAX?" And we were like, "You know what? That sounds fun." And now we're on chapter 4 of the campaign. We've played at the last 4 PAXs, not including PAX South, and it's been really fun. But we get really distracted at the top of the campaign.
We just get very stuck on like the shit that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like our outfit
So
choices.
it's like, hold on, what about this one thing over here on the wall? And we're like, no, can you just go to the place that I already built for you?
But we still have a good time.
We do.
Hopefully you have a good time too. Yeah.
He's like, I hate you guys.
So how are we doing
We're
over
back.
there?
We're back, baby. We're back.
Awesome. Well, Britt, what do you want to show next?
Maneater.
All right.
Oh yeah, this game sounds fun.
Yeah, okay. So this game is coming out this May, and I have the premise here on Steam because I think I just can't do it justice.
Ooh, look at that dash, that shark dash.
You were cut from your mother's body and left to die in the unforgiving waters of the Gulf Coast. Your only tools are your wits, your jaws, and an uncanny ability to evolve as you feed. Anything and everything is on the menu, provided you kill it before it kills you. So yes, you are a shark that can have
Oh
electricity.
my god,
It's
it has
great.
electricity.
Yeah.
Ooh. Whoa. Oh my god, this is the coolest game.
Dude, I'm telling you. So it's developed and published by Tripwire, and like I said, it's coming out this May for PC via Epic Games Store, PS4, and Xbox One. And you, like I said, you were cut from your mom because an asshole named Scaly Pete caught your mom, cut you out of her body, and now you want to get your revenge. So there are 7 open world-ish areas, and you can hunt for food, you can evolve, you can get certain evolutions like bone armor, or you can get, like you saw, bioelectricity, where you actually, there you go, shoots electricity
Yeah,
out of your
That's
body.
Super cool.
Yeah, and there's a full skill tree. I mean, it's a full action RPG, and I think I was really surprised by this, because something I love about PAX... Is
that an orca?
Huh? Yeah. So the orca, these are called the apex predators, and every region has one, I believe. And the only one I got to see was Rosie the alligator. But they have killer whales and other sorts of things, and you eat people, and it's kind of fun, but kind of terrible at the same time. Anyway, yeah, I was really surprised because I love coming to PAX to play games that I normally would not play, and this just looked so hilarious, and this was actually ended up being one of the best things that I played on the floor. It's really well done. I thought the controls felt really good. Yep. Run! And yeah, it's Maneater.
May 22nd.
So would you say that you were born from a C-section?
Oh my god. Get off the paddle.
I cannot take credit. That is a John Drake joke that he texted me right now.
Oh,
I mean, the more I think about it, the better that
Nice.
gets.
But it
got a
was, it's a
ghostwriter.
good groaner. Thanks, honey.
Good job, John.
So we have to kick John out, is what we
Yeah, sorry, John, you're canceled. No, we need you. Don't leave. But no, it's a fully, like I said, action RPG, skill tree, narrative. There's a whole thing going on, and I had a lot of fun. It's like
you
Echo
talk
the
as the
Dolphin on
shark?
steroids.
Do you have conversation trees?
No, oh yeah, that's the other thing. The game is
Did you say yes?
Wait, what?
No, there's no conversation. But that's the thing I want to talk about. Is it's narrated by Chris Parnell. And people know who that is. I don't, but he's on SNL and Rick and Morty, I guess. I don't know celebrities, I'm sorry. But he narrates the whole thing, so it's kind of like a nature documentary as you're watching it, which really gives it some silly tongue-in-cheek humor.
Nice.
Yeah, it's great.
It looks fun.
Yeah, it does.
It's great. And the controls are fun. You have the bite, so you can just like swimming around with a hungry hippo mouth, and then you eat something, you can thrash it, you can tail whip it. You
I
kill
like the
hunter
torpedo
divers.
dive that he does sometimes. He like launches
Yeah, you can
out
go.
and,
You can go on the
does
beach
a barrel roll.
for like a hot minute, and you can go like get all the beachgoers if you want to be a real dick.
I mean, which you do.
That's what you do.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a shark.
That's what you do. Yeah,
You
they
eat
killed your
people on the
mom.
beach.
You got to get your revenge. But no, check it out if you can. I heard the lines were kind of long, but if tomorrow might be a little bit more slow, check it out.
I just like it. I like the weird evolved version where you're kind of.
Have like the bone armor and the electricity
Yeah.
shooting out of you. Yeah, it's
that
great.
looks rad.
You just look like a weird sci-fi creature. It's
Mm-hmm.
cool.
Nice. Well, a game that we all got to play together. I don't know. Do you have video for GTFO?
I do.
So this game was in the Unity Overtone booth. And did anybody get a chance to go by and play GTFO? The 4-player?
Yeah?
We got one.
It's really dark, but
One woo.
Just one woo for GTFO. They have a really fun name.
They do.
And so I thought it was going to be like a little bit more intense because of the name, but I guess like the idea is like you want to escape because there's all these weird monsters. So the three of us played. Riana, Britt, and I sat down with one of the members of the dev team, and we went through, and what we didn't realize is that you have to be very careful about your stealth, which means you have to be crouching, no sprinting, no accidentally turning your flashlight on.
I'm sure that went well for Britt.
Yeah, it did.
yeah. No, it was terrible.
Brittany just runs into things and she's like, face tank.
Oh yeah, I love the face thing. No, I died so many times. It was not great. I tried going after these things with my melee weapon. I would not recommend it. It's good because you want to be stealthy, right? And if some of them see you, then they're like, oh my god, and they're the most hideous creatures.
They have pussy butts.
Yeah, the pussy butts.
Yeah.
Like legit, they're these weird like
Got leaky
humanoid
butts?
things with like lumps all over their ass. It's weird.
Yeah, they kind of look like a combination of like a clicker and.
But on their butt.
No, like it was kind of on their face. I didn't see one with like anything coming out of its butt.
You didn't see that?
Oh yeah, they got real,
No.
real pimply butts. It's
Brittany's
weird.
like, that's all I noticed.
Of course.
That makes sense.
That's why I'm on this team.
So a 9-person team called 10 Chambers Collective is making this game, and it's in early access right now, and it's going to be in early access through the end of the year. They said they're looking at going out of early access sometime in 2021, so it's still like pretty early in development. And it's on PC because early access, and it doesn't quite feel like a tactical squad shooter in the sense that a lot of other like 4-player co-op games do, because it feels like you don't. Or at least we didn't play long enough to really get a vibe of like using our abilities to help each other too much.
No, there
I mean,
was like
we gave
no
each
team
other
comp.
like armor and med packs, but
So real quick, the idea is that we are a team of prisoners forced to explore and extract valuable artifacts from a vast underground complex that has been overrun by terrifying creatures. And when the game starts, we're all bound, like our mouths are all like gagged. You know, then you have to go down into the tunnel, and then it's like, have fun. Good luck.
yeah,
very
have fun.
Watch out for the pimply
Getting
butts.
murdered.
Bye.
So the
Oh yeah, there's one right there. Look.
Wait,
Oh, can you? I don't know
wish
if you guys
could
can see.
zoom.
Oh, that's the back one.
But that's his butt.
That's his butt. But
Yeah, but it
his
just
head
looks
is
like a-
weirder.
I mean,
than
that's not
his
one
butt.
of the pimply ones. You can see some of the pimples forming in the crack, though, if you look.
Wait.
Anyway, this is a
But-
weird draw we have. Okay.
Ugh.
But do you see what I mean?
They
It
do
kinda
kind of look
looks
like
a
clickers.
clicker.
Yeah, they,
Yeah.
they definitely move that
Okay.
same way. Oh, look, close up of the butt.
Wait, come back.
Wait, turn it around.
Whoa.
Smack him in the butt.
That is a.
Right in the butt.
Okay, it does have butt pimples in a way I did not realize. They're like butt boils. They're really
Ew.
large. Gross.
It's unfortunate.
But it was interesting because they have
Butt
this
boils.
component where you actually need to use the keyboard to type commands into the computers to find rooms. And I haven't, mostly because I don't play games on PC really ever, I hadn't played a game that really utilized the keyboard as part of the gameplay in a long time. And so you have to use these kiosks that you find within the world and then type in these commands to the keyboard, and then it shows you like, oh, you have to go to this room and find a key card, and you come back, and then there's like this instance where you have to do like fight waves of enemies that come in, and it kind of feels like a little bit of Horde and like a little bit of Horde from Gears of War and a little bit of Rainbow Six in the sense that you have to, each person has different abilities and different guns. And there's friendly fire, and there's friendly fire for your
no.
turrets that you put down, which is
Whoops.
really horrible.
Oh, no.
Because then when all the monsters start rushing you and there's friendly fire, it just goes south really fast.
Real fast.
Yeah, I had a shotgun too.
That's a lot of
It's not
So
fun.
if
great.
you like dying or you like punishment and you like, you know, feeling sad
You're
about
doing a great job at
your
upselling.
gameplay experience, maybe this game is for you.
Really selling me on it.
I just found it like too stressful. It was stressful.
It's
It does look
intense.
stressful.
Yeah, the waves of monsters. So what you have to do is get everyone together, and then there's all these different entrances, and you have like foam grenades because you had the foam.
No, Andrea had the
And
foam. I
foam.
had mines.
Oh yeah,
you
I
had
had
the
glow
phone.
sticks though.
Oh, she did have glow sticks. So
Was
all
this a
these
rave?
monsters are coming. All I see are these glow sticks randomly being thrown. Like, how is that helping us right now?
I had 11 glow sticks to throw at
was a
monsters.
party.
It was great.
Wow.
Well, the glow sticks are useful if you need ambient light because the glow sticks don't alert the monsters, but your flashlight will.
Yeah.
But you have a limited amount of glow sticks. But
Yeah.
spoilers, if you throw a glow stick and it hits the monster, it
They are
it alerts
alerted.
them.
They can feel the glow stick. Oh, my god.
Oh yeah, let's get cozy.
I
Wow,
mean,
wow,
are we doing
wow.
our panel in the dark now?
I mean,
Is this now an
I'm
episode
kind of into it.
PAX
Lights
After
up.
Dark.
we really wanted to emphasize the horror atmosphere of this game.
Yes.
Of the pimple butts.
But what I love is that the power to the board is still going. We're still recording. We're still.
thank goodness.
For people listening to the podcast next week, all of the lights just went out and it was
Yes.
pitch black, and now it looks like the emergency lights are on.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you did that intentionally. That's awesome.
Okay.
Love my girl. Okay, yeah. So you have these areas, and
We
you
were
have these
confused.
foam grenades, these foam guns, and there's multiple entrances where they can come in at. That's what she said. And so you want to foam some of the doors, and the foam essentially slows them down, and then you have to try to. Oh God, look how they
Ew,
crawl!
they're
I love how
crawling.
they crawl. It's so good. Like ah. And then there's these little security points you want to stand on, and then I think you just want to basically not die. It's kind of like the point
Yeah,
of it. And
that's
then
the
you move
hardest
on to the
part.
next room. And the thing is, you want to find certain key cards to go into certain areas. So you have to do a lot of exploration. It's a risk versus reward. If we don't have any health, we don't have any items. Do we try to explore over here? Because one of the classes can tell you whether or not there are enemies in the next room. So before you go, you'll have an idea of like, hey, there's 8 enemies here, or maybe not. And our developer that we played with said there were no enemies. Turns out there were a lot of enemies.
Yeah.
And we died. Good times.
Yeah.
GTFO.
So if you want
GTFO.
to be scared, they're kind of pitching it as like a Left 4 Dead meets Alien.
And we're back.
And we're back. Well, yeah, no, the lights are good
outer
because
space.
we are recording recording the panel.
Well, it's just going to be a little bit dark right there. It's fine.
Cool. So we also stopped by the Bethesda days. Anybody make it their way
Yeah.
over there? Yeah,
Few people.
Get a chance
Pretty
to
cool.
play. They have Doom Eternal over there, and they have the Wastelanders update for Fallout 76, which is what I spent a little time playing, and I haven't played that game since it launched for a lot of reasons, which I don't need to explain to anybody in this room. It was a little rough chuckles at the beginning, but now it seems like they've made quite a few updates that felt like they really were putting the game to where I personally
Would
think it
want
should have
it.
been at launch.
Yeah.
But we're not going to get into the controversy over this like subscription business that they have going on. We'll just set that aside for now and talk about the DLC. So it looks way better, and there's people now.
There are.
It feels like
I
a
watched you
Fallout
play, and I was
game.
like, look, there's people to talk to. Oh my God, conversation trees.
It's interesting that I guess I didn't really think too much about how there weren't voiced NPCs when I first started playing a 76. I was just more concerned about all of the bugs and how unenjoyable it was that people were griefing me constantly. But they've fixed a lot of those griefing issues, which is good. And so I'm actually interested now to take some time to go back and explore more of what they did with 76 and really kind of see these story beats and these narrative arcs that they've added. So there's certain areas that you can go into, and if you're with a team, your team can go in with you, but other people in the world can't join you. And then when you're inside these buildings is where you get to have these like narrative moments. And they did that so that people aren't running through your screen or trying to like mess with you while you're trying to have like a Fallout conversation with somebody.
Because
in
that
the world.
happened in some of the lighter like NPC moments when you were
Yeah.
outside in the regular world, and like some dude just ran straight down a hill. It was really weird looking, and I was like, "Did he just okay?" Just
we're like
fell
in the
down
middle,
a hill.
Yeah, we were in the middle of a conversation with an NPC we ran into in the world, and like this other person in my game was just like running back and forth in the background. It was like
like,
super distracting. But there was some people that were playing with us that were in the private test server that Bethesda has. And they were actually like really nice, and they're like, let us help you go through these quests. And at first I didn't think they were being nice.
You thought they were trying to kill
I
you.
thought they were trying to troll me because there was like level 100 and I'm like level 3.
Yeah. And you were like, I'm scared. What if I go out and they kill me? I was like, I don't think they're going to kill you. But if they do, we'll alert Bethesda because we're right here.
That's true. They were watching the gameplay. But it definitely feels a lot better than it did at launch, and it looks good, and I'm hoping that maybe this game can find like a second wind. Is anybody in here interested in Fallout 76? You're like, I'm donezo. Yeah,
There's a few people.
Just a handful. I mean, it's like,
Wow.
it's not surprising, but also just like a tad sad because it's such a giant franchise for them that because it's been so long that people are like, you know what, I'm good. There's a lot of other stuff to play.
Yeah, the one thing I actually was glad that those like level 100 people came over for was I didn't actually realize how cool like the end game customization stuff is because they looked really cool.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh wait. And then like somebody had like a really what was it, like a sheep
It was
head,
it was
or
like a
tusks or something,
wolfskin
like a-
head thing.
It was really they had some really cool armor and then some cool guns and then they like one guy went invisible and I was like, okay, I'm kind of interested now.
Well, I think that was one of my favorite parts about when Fallout 76 launched is we talked about the skin system and how you can get these really awesome cosmetic skins, but you don't have to do like transmogrification on each of your individual armor pieces because like what
That's
a
such a pain in
headache
the
that would
ass.
be. And so I think they really nailed that, but obviously they nailed that because they're selling all kinds of cosmetic skins in the game.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like a wah-wah. Like, I mean, I'm all about buying cosmetics in the game because I like looking pretty. All of the What's Good Guardians know that my hunter needs to look pretty before we go into battle.
Hold on.
Listen,
Get my
I gotta
colors
have the sparkliest
correctly.
cape there is, okay?
I understand.
Yeah, see, you're,
Yeah, no, I get
you're a
you.
fellow cape person. And so, like, I haven't played the game long enough to know like what the balance is between what you can earn in game for customizations and what you have to buy. I have to imagine it's not as great as it should be, but you know, it's the way the cookie crumbles. It's probably why I'm not playing
Cookies.
Fallout 76. Anyway, it looks better. So, hooray! It looks
Hooray.
better.
Good for them.
Speaking of Bethesda, Rihanna,
Yeah.
you played Doom Eternal.
I did. I played Doom Eternal, and full disclosure, it was my first time ever playing Doom.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's a first time for
It's all
everything.
good.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
Look at you. Yeah.
Welcome back,
Lights
everybody.
just came back on.
Hi. Oh, I'm awake.
My retinas.
Yeah, I played Doom Eternal yesterday for about 30-ish minutes and loved the hell out of it. And I honestly didn't expect to. I am a first-person shooter kind of person, so I don't know why I never touched Doom until yesterday, but I was pleasantly surprised. I found the tutorial to be very competent. I was easily introduced to each of the movesets, and once somebody tapped me on the shoulder and explained, hey, you can jump, maybe you
You're
should
like,
use
"Oh."
that to climb up. I was just off and running, and it was so much fun. I love the feeling that it gives you when you shoot and you see the little flashing aura over your enemy, and you're like, oh, now's my chance. And then you have this like loot explosion every time you kill them. It's amazing. And once I got to a certain point where we were in sort of like a subway situation and I had less movement, it became more of a combat puzzle. And that was another level to Doom that I didn't know it even existed. And I am now super excited for this game.
Did you walk away feeling like a badass?
A little bit, I died
Yeah.
a lot.
I mean, that's
but
Doom,
it was so much fun. I enjoyed the hell out of it. It was
I
great.
think I'm the only one who hasn't played that.
Really?
I think y'all have done it at preview events and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you'll enjoy it. Just to harken back to what I talked about at the hands-on preview event that I did, like a couple weeks,
Yeah,
a month.
yeah.
It was a little while ago.
Time is a flat circle.
Is that I think like it did such a fantastic time is a flat circle. Did a fantastic job of making it more approachable for people who are interested in a first-person shooter that have never played Doom.
Yeah.
But they also like ramped up the ability to really scale your skill as well with the multiple difficulties that are in the game. And they did add a lot more of the combat puzzle nature to it with, how the glory kills, help refill your armor. And if you do melees, you can get health. And, kind of really building in this idea that you have to actively be thinking about how you're killing each enemy based off your status. All the while, you have to be constantly moving at all times. So it is this like give and take of like traversal, shooting, and how you proceed through the level on top of like secrets and collectibles, the things that people love and know about the Doom franchise. So.
Yeah, and if you go into a subway with only 4 shotgun bullets, it's going to be really, really, really hard.
Welcome to Doom. That's true. Do you know what difficulty you were playing on?
I think it was the middle one. I don't remember which one it was.
Just normalish or whatever.
Normal.
Normal.
Normal mode.
Normal.
Yeah, I'm excited for Doom. I love what they've been doing with Animal Crossing.
Oh, yeah.
Have you guys seen the Isabel and Doomslayer artwork? Like all the
Wait,
fans.
Isabel on
I've
his
seen
shoulder.
this.
Oh, it's like there's like all kinds of it because like Bethesda like commented on one of Nintendo's things, and thankfully Nintendo like was like playing along, and now there's all this fan art of
Being a good
them
sport.
being like BFFs.
That'd be
cute.
amazing.
Yeah, because they're out on the same day. In case anyone's like, why are they getting together? Yeah, at the end of
Because
next
they
month.
should.
Yeah.
They should. I agree. Cool. Brittany, is there anything else you want to talk about that you played?
I was going to talk about Animal Crossing, but I can't.
Under embargo.
Under embargo. I played a game called Those Who Remain. It's a game about things trying to kill you. Surprise.
Babies trying to kill you?
No.
Things, I think she said.
But I was thinking
You're
that might
so
not be
far
a bad
away from me,
idea
it's
for a
hard
I
to
know.
hear.
I miss you. The withdrawals are real. But no, it was a game that of course, would be like a Britney game. It's kind of a game about the psychological effects of infidelity and just feeling really guilty about all that. And you start the demo off and you want to go break up with your side piece. But you go to the hotel and she ain't there. But the shower's still on.
Uh-oh.
The shower is on.
And then
This
there's
is like a, wait, was it a Backstreet Boys song or a 98 Degrees song? Like, there was
Oh,
definitely a song about like
the call. The call?
Yes, the call.
The call.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about the
Yes,
phone call. Yeah,
yes.
those aren't the lyrics.
Okay, this is that, but to 11.
But then it kind of just goes from there. You walk out, there's a face in the TV, which is totally normal. And then there are all these these shadow creatures. So I would suggest you might like this because there's no jump scares. It's all
not?
psychological, right? And building the atmosphere and but there was one point though when I was being chased by a dead lady, and that was kind of intense.
I mean, I don't know that sounds like a thing that I would like.
Pretty sure it doesn't.
I mean, maybe I'll play it with you if we play the Backstreet Boys The Call on blast while it's going. Then maybe I can stomach
But no,
it.
I would say obviously it's a stressful game, but you can't die in it. They want to make sure it's not the kind of game that has jump scares, so you won't shit yourself. So if you're kind of looking for,
It's very kind of them.
No poops.
no poops. That should
Your
be a new
underwear is safe.
ESRB rating. No poops. But yeah, I would say check it out. It comes out in May as well. If you're looking for something that's a little creepy, but you don't have to worry about things jumping out at you, you can look at that. Just don't look behind you because there will probably be a dead lady chasing you. No one likes that.
I mean, it's a rule I don't look behind me in games. Scary
of thumb.
games specifically.
That's a good
Just
policy.
keep looking forward. Nothing bad up there.
Is anyone here excited for SpongeBob? Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Cool. I
SpongeBob
played
fan.
that too. I never played the original SpongeBob. Definitely feels like a game taken out of, when did that game come out? 2000? 90s? Anyone? Okay, it's 2000-ish. Yeah, if that's a thing, I think if that's a thing you liked back in the day, you'll probably really like it. I was playing it, I'm like, this is cute. But yeah, it feels like a game from 2000.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you're not a fan?
It's from a time capsule.
No.
It's just not for you. That's okay. You could say it's not for you.
Well, I mean, maybe if we got never mind. Yes, not for me, but I'm sure if you liked the game back in the day, you'll love it now.
Because it's the same, apparently.
Because that's what it is.
I also got to stop by Three Fields Entertainment's booth and got to play some Dangerous Driving 2, which I believe I talked about. Did you play it too? Yeah. What'd you think? Right? So we talked about Dangerous Driving, the first one, I believe, at PAX East last year. And I'm so glad that they sold enough copies to make the game that they wanted to make the first time but didn't have the money for. So that was the thing I talked about after that game was released. So the team that makes Dangerous Driving, the people behind Three Fields, are all former Criterion that left EA together. They have each of them has over 20 years of experience making games. They were core members of the Burnout team. And so they took all of their skills and they're like, we're going to make our own game on our own rules and make our own work-life balance and do it our way. And so now Dangerous Driving 2 is a thing, and now they've added in multiplayer, which I'm very excited about. So we got to play the 2-player multiplayer mode, and they said that they're going to be bringing their 4-player mode to PAX West, which is exciting. And that's coming out later this year. And the game looks great. I think it looks awesome. They showed me a build running on Nintendo Switch, which I didn't think was going to be possible because there's, I don't know, a racing game with graphics like that on Switch just seems like it wouldn't run very well. But they haven't locked in the specs yet, so the build is actually really new. It was like a 12-week-old build, and I was like, you guys brought this to PAX and you've only been working on it for 3 months? And he's like, yeah, just one guy built that. Wow. And I was like,
Wow.
That's
Smart dude.
amazing. So we're going to try to do something special, like a special interview with them at PAX where we get to sit down with their team because there's just 7 of them that are making this game, which I think is wild that they've done all of this work. But that's what happens when you're you have all of that experience. I think they have over 120 years of experience between them on their team, which is kind of wild to think
It's
about.
out there.
But I guess that means you get to do cool stuff. And they're doing live drawings, so like the 2 artists in the game are down at the Three Fields booth. They're just hand drawing cars and putting them up on the walls. So if you guys are interested in game art and something that you think is cool, might want to pop by there and take a look at all the art that they've made and draw it on site.
Oh, no.
Oh,
We've got the
speaking of
MS
art,
Paint up. Are you going to draw us a car?
A car? Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, while Brittany's drawing us a car, I think this is probably a great time for us to maybe do these giveaways. What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So here's how it's going to run. We decided we're going to demo this Fruit by the Foot contest to show you how it goes. Rihanna,
Yes.
you throw this and you got to catch it.
Okay.
Oh, that's not how wheels work.
Nice. Solid catch.
Okay, that just looks like balls. Let me
So it does.
It's gonna get better, I promise. It doesn't look great
Wait,
right now.
Careful.
They're just wheels, guys.
Yeah,
just wheels,
Get your mind out of the
everybody.
gutter, jeez.
So while she's doing that,
rectangle.
we're
Is this
trying to
4
figure
wheels?
out how to pick people. We never really.
Wait,
I
didn't see this last night.
We didn't really suss out how to pick people to play.
I mean, whoever wants to
I
humiliate themselves in
guess-
front of a room full of people.
I guess, yeah, we need 6
These are
volunteers.
gluten-free,
1,
by the
2,
way.
3. Wait, hold
Oh,
on.
wow.
I definitely saw the nanobiologist's hand up first. The guy next to you can come up too.
Oh, I fucked up and I ripped it.
Did you rip it?
I was mindlessly just
let me stand
playing
up.
with the fruit by the foot.
You.
I don't know why he's standing.
The guy who looked back at you, I saw your hand go up. There was a hand over on this side that shot up too. Brianna, did you see?
I was really
No.
focused on unwrapping
Eeny,
this.
meeny, miny, moe it.
What is this?
I mean, I picked people already. Do you have I'm open to hearing your argument, sir. No, the guy all the way in the back. Yeah, you did. Okay. And then the guy that picked you, and then Simon, you
Okay.
picked the last person.
I get to.
is
Oh,
hard.
this is pressure.
Pressure for
but
you,
I feel like
Summer.
we haven't picked a lot of people from over here, so.
Yeah.
Gray beanie. That's you.
You are now gray
That's
bean.
you. You did it. With the pom-pom.
I'm like, I just see a gray beanie, so there we go.
I guess we could. We wanted to make. I guess we could do one more.
Yeah.
Why don't we do one more?
How many do we have?
Shout out with the
Do we
best
not have a
Resident Evil.
single person that's
No one.
not a man that wants to play?
Oh yeah.
Oh, wait, there's a girl.
All right, cool.
Oh, wait. Oh,
You in the front row. She put her hand up.
Yes.
Sorry, we'll give you something later.
You can play too. We have prizes. Yeah. Not all of them are great, but you can shoot your shot. Come on. Yeah, come on.
Come
I've got
on
lots
over.
of fruit by the foot.
Come on over, baby.
Just as a reminder, thank you Logitech for supplying the G915. We autographed the box if you want to keep it. Okay, so here's how it goes. Everybody's got to stand up.
Yeah.
I mean, I already fucked it up, so.
Well, good news. I have lots of extra fruit by the foots.
Wait, I think I actually fixed it because they're sticky enough.
So unroll
And
it.
just like
And take
smash it
the-
back together.
Take it off of the backing.
Frankenstein. Frankenstein fruit by the foot.
And then, Miss
Just eat
Maria,
it.
could you
It
help
really
me
isn't that
pass
complicated.
fruit by the foots out to our contestants?
I feel like we should be charging for this.
So I think we got to start with the folded end at the top.
Okay.
So who's gonna play the music? Maria, you got the music?
Is there music?
Oh yeah, she's got
It's
music.
on Maria's phone.
Because doesn't really feel like a race without some like good race music,
It's a race
right?
I'm eager to lose, so let's just get going.
Maria, we
Okay.
we need the
So if you guys are gonna unwrap and unroll, do not put it in your mouth.
Yet.
I would recommend you hold it with the backing until we're done with ours, and we're gonna demo how you guys are gonna do this. Do you have your?
I love that
where
we're
did Maria
demoing
go?
something we've never done.
We've never done this.
This makes a lot of sense. I'm gonna sit down.
Okay.
You guys got to stand up with your hands behind your backs. Yeah.
All right. Let's
Eat it without your hands.
Keeping them
Okay.
honest, guys. All right.
Don't go too far from because of the camera angle. Okay. So we'll move the camera to do you guys in a second. Okay. So here's how we're gonna do. We're gonna stick it in your mouth, and we're gonna do ours first, and then you guys are gonna go. And the goal is to eat.
We should just do it all at the same time.
You think so?
Yeah, why not?
You guys want to do it at the same
Solidarity.
time? Yeah. Do it at the same time. It's gonna be.
Someone's got to watch.
It's gonna be hard for the camera though. So we can. That's true. So we'll do ours first. And
We'll
then,
demo.
Because I want to get it all on camera. Okay. So.
So we can show the grandkids. Let's go.
And then we're just gonna eat it with our hands behind the back, and whoever finishes it first wins.
So complicated.
Okay.
We're ready.
Ready? Hands behind your back. There's timer. All right.
It's a lot of food by the foot.
I just became infinitely more attracted to Brittany. Jason, watch out.
Wow, okay.
I'm sure
I've never been more
Chewy,
dignified
somebody
and proud
take
of
over.
myself. I'd like to thank
All
my
right.
husband for all the practice.
Do something. Maria, lead us.
So. It has to be swallowed.
I think it's just
You
in your
gotta
mouth.
do the thing for eating competitions where it's like,
Oh,
yeah.
that's fair. We need to see a clean tongue.
I don't think it really matters what angle your head is at. I would say if you tilt it back, it probably is not going to be in your favor. But you know, you do you.
All right, let's do it.
Easy, John, easy.
Here we go.
All right, everyone, hands behind your
Hand
backs.
behind your back.
All right, and.
Go, go, go. Okay. Okay.
Oh.
It looks like it's a pretty even race so far. Oh. Oh, we have someone pulling ahead.
They're breaking out,
Oh.
breaking out.
Oh.
At the end, get it.
Oh, don't forget you got to chew.
We need a tongue, we need a tongue.
You got
Tongue.
to.
Oh my God. Wait. Hold on, keep going.
You have to be in order so we can give you your prizes. So it's 1, 2,
Number 2. We need tongues.
4, 5,
3,
6.
3,
Oh, he's not done yet. So you're 5,
4, 5.
6,
She was done really soon, too.
7. Yeah, she's 3. 8. Okay.
All right.
Everybody got their number? Congratulations. So here's how we're going to work it.
Let's line up.
You get to come up and pick your prize in the order that you were in the race.
So let's line up in order. Oh God. You did it. Well done.
Congratulations, sir. I mean, technically, you don't have to pick this if you don't want it, but, you know, you do you. And then everybody up here can also pick from my really great
in the order
stack
that you
of
won.
games. I mean, I would
just
take
grab
it, but
it.
you know,
You earned it.
And then you can grab a game too if you want. Congratulations. Oh, and a pin if you don't have a What's Good pin. Okay, number 2.
Yeah. She's number 2.
She's number 2.
I
You're
saw the
number
tongue.
3.
Yeah, that was a good clean tongue. Well, clean tongue.
Yes. Yes. Oh, yes.
Yes.
We're going to do questions. So if you guys have questions, we're going to begin Q&A now. So there is a microphone
up in the
in
middle
the
of the
room. So if you would like to ask a question,
You can grab a game too.
and you can also take a pen if you don't have a pen. All right, go ahead. You're first.
How do you feel that impacts gaming in general? Or alternatively, what do you miss from the show? And lastly, who's your backstreet player?
Okay, number 3. So GDC being canceled is wild. I don't know how it's going to have like ripple effects. It is the last major show before E3, and there was anticipation of seeing hardware The State of Unreal, Epic's big press conference that they do every GDC being postponed, I think is going to have big implications as well. And since it just happened yesterday, it's hard to kind of know like how people are going to pivot. Number 4. No, she's number 4.
She's number
Baby
4.
girl,
She's.
It's all you.
You.
Yeah, you come on down.
It's hard. It's frustrating. I'm sad about it. We don't need to rehash everything we've already talked about on the show about our feelings about the reactions and why they did it. Like it's done now. So like there's nothing to be done.
deal.
So we had to cancel. We had to cancel our trip to go up there. And I think that them moving it to the summer is kind of a crazy idea because there's so many other shows happening in the summer. So I don't know where they would put it between E3 and San Diego Comic-Con,
And you got
PAX West,
Yeah.
and then there's like all of the esports competitions that happen in the summer too. So I don't know. It's a big question, and it sucks. My favorite Backstreet Boy is Brian.
Oh, Nick. That's what you
Yeah,
asked.
that's a solid pick.
Nick Carter. Oh, yeah. Blonde-haired wonder.
Number
This
5.
is creepy.
I would say JC because ABDC.
Oh, and if you didn't get a pen.
JC, Backstreet
Wait,
Boys.
JC.
Oh, am I in the
he was
wrong? Oh,
in sync.
That's the wrong
Wrong
one.
bean.
Sorry.
Jeez Louise,
How
girl. She
dare
product
you.
of the 90s. But talking about the ripple effect, now the mummerings, that's not a word, mumblings, murmurings. E3, what's going to happen with that?
Are you keeping this?
No, please get it away from me.
Don't forget the
Someone-
Fuggler's up for grabs.
Oh,
Please,
yeah.
someone take that and burn
Everyone's champing at the bit for that one.
it. But, yeah.
You want the Fuggler?
Thank you.
I mean, you look really excited about it. I'm a little bit concerned.
Yeah, the number 1 Fuggler fan over here.
Hello.
So jumping off the back of that question, obviously coronavirus is in the news right now. How do you think it's going to affect the console?
I see what you did there.
How do you think it's going to affect the console launch? Are we going to see delays both for resource and moral reasons? Because in countries like the manufacturing process takes place in China, but I mean like Japan, like kids are out of school for the next month just to prevent the spread of this. So, do you think the gaming industry has a moral incentive to maybe push this back so that they don't tax workers too much?
That's a really hard question to answer, mostly because we don't have any visibility into the manufacturing pipeline. Obviously, we know that the parts come from China and the factories in China, but it sounds like news from the Chinese government is suggesting that it's on the decline and that they're hoping that it's going to be wrapped up in the next couple of months. So I don't know exactly from a long-term perspective how it's going to impact the console launches in the fall. And how many months ahead they need that. So, I mean, when you talk about a moral question, I mean, it's tough to say because on one hand, you want to be able to give people the time they need to heal if they're sick. On the other hand, China has hundreds of millions, in fact, billions of people that all need to work too. So if they shut down the factories out of respect for just the people that are sick, then all the healthy people aren't getting paid. So it's well, what's the cost of that, right? It's a tough thing to answer.
But games will be delayed. It's gonna suck. Hello.
So if you could pick one feature from the new Xbox that we know about, the PS5, or the Switch to become standard for all the consoles going forward.
Portability. That's what I want. I want to be able to
You
pick
just
up
want
that
tiny, everything to be miniature.
yeah. I mean, no, not everything.
Yeah.
No, I just love the functionality of being able to take. It took you a minute, but you got it. Yeah, I'd say that. What about you, girl?
I would say backwards compatibility. Honestly, replaying stuff is just fun, and it's nice to be able to do that.
It's about damn time.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to do it on the same machine and not having to switch back and forth.
Yeah. We don't care about their answer. Hello.
Hi. Do you have any suggestions on how to get someone into spooky games, or at least be able to try them more?
Does this person drink? Get them very drunk. No,
Offer
I mean,
them incentives like gifts.
I mean, like, I've tried to get Simon to play spooky games. It's not working. So, like, I can't say I have the best results, but I think playing, Dead Space 3 is co-op. That's a good one. Find a co-op scary game and just get that person
And
very
don't
fucked up.
taunt the person. Because that will not make them want to do it ever again.
That's fair. You're welcome.
Hi.
Two questions. With all the moves that Microsoft has been doing for the past year, basically, and trying to regain control of the market and all that, do you actually think that they're doing the right things, or do you think they have a shot, next year or this year when we come back to go back to the 360 glory days? And second question, how's your dog?
What was the second question?
How's my dog?
You want to answer that one first?
He's really good. I love him. He's so stupid. He's the best.
He is really cute.
Thanks.
Yes, to answer it shortly, I think this is Xbox's time to really make a splash back. I think it's been interesting watching Phil Spencer publicly speak about where he thinks the strategy of Xbox is going into the future, particularly his comments about their competition being people like Amazon and Google, who are in the cloud services space along with Microsoft, and not PlayStation and Nintendo, who are in the hardware space. Clearly, hardware is going to be part of the upcoming generation, but the generation after that, who knows? Maybe we will be ready for cloud services fully across telecoms, and maybe things will get better, for access and data caps and bandwidth streaming and all of that. But I think Xbox is setting it up to do something really cool. They certainly have a lot of games like in the tank that we don't know about, right? They have all of these developers that
Ori.
they've
Just gobbled up.
collected like Pokemon. So I think it's going to be good. I'm excited. I'm really excited for them to have a big E3, and I'm excited for Xbox Series X.
Hello.
Hey.
The news, like any given event or story is going to be covered by 30 publications. So what makes you choose a Polygon write-up over the IGN write-up or the Kotaku write-up? Like, do you pick the first one, or do you actually read them all and pick the best one? I'm just curious about what the system is.
When I put the show notes together, because Andrew and I have split that pretty much, I read several articles about the same thing. Because what you'll find is some publications maybe they get a quote that the other article didn't get, or they didn't link to, or maybe there's like a little tidbit of info that wasn't included in more specific details. And also, like, when we read an article, it's like, okay, what are we going to talk about? Like, what's the point of reading this? Where do we want that conversation to go? And if there's an article that kind of leans into that a little bit more, that's the one I'll choose.
Pretty much like what she said. We also know a lot of the writers on these sites now, and so we know that we can trust people's sources from specific writers, and some writers have, like funny stories or funny bits that they throw in that we enjoy. There's specific outlets that we prefer to go to, and some that we avoid for a variety of reasons. But yeah, we generally try, especially if it's like a really big story, to get multiple perspectives to see, different angles on, how we could cover it.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes? Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
So I have a very generic question. What is your 11th favorite game of all time?
No,
Wait,
11?
what?
Stressful, beloved favorite game?
Oh, I don't know, man.
What do you
That's too specific.
Oh, 11. I think it's a beloved favorite of all time. Oh, come
I don't
on.
remember my top 10 list in general. I
Man.
remember a lot of things.
There's no way. I'd have to make spreadsheets. I'd have to cross-examine. I can't.
I would say Kingdoms of Amalur.
Wow.
Yes.
11.
Yes.
actually a really
like in my
excellent
head, like
11th
breaking
game
10
pick.
above
I
it.
love that game. How have we
So
never
good.
talked about this, Reed?
I don't know. Maybe we should discuss it soon.
We should. Come on, THQ. Don't let us down. They bought it.
What's your
by the
11th
way.
favorite game? Oh, you. Yeah, see?
Wow,
Got
you
you.
did not come prepared with an answer either.
I got you. Come get your prize, you silly head.
Hey.
So, a question for Andrea specifically.
Okay.
My buddy Mike went to the meetup last night and told you were playing with a certain clan member of yours, rhymes with Anda Tusk.
Yes.
And I wasn't going to say anything, but you specifically said, we can play with him, but we can't take him. So my question is to you, 1v1 for Panda Musk rights?
Wait, what?
Wait, listen. Panda Musk is a person. He can speak for himself. If he wants to leave the clan, he can leave the clan. Like, I don't know why he would want to leave, but that's fine. Because we're, like, the What's Good Guardians are pretty active in Destiny. So some of our other What's Good clans are not like our division clan. Like, has periods of time where it just died. No one was playing. But now, like, because the new stuff is out, it's more active. But I get, that if you guys want to do stuff, you can do stuff. I know you were trying to. Didn't take your bait.
Wah, wah.
Good job.
Apologies if you talked about any of these at the beginning, I missed it. But coming from you, I'm interested in how you feel about Cyberpunk and several years from now, the next Witcher game.
Oh, more Witcher would be good.
Yeah. I mean, Cyberpunk 2077 is clearly one of our most anticipated games. It made our most anticipated games episode. I think everybody in this room is excited about Cyberpunk after the amazing job that CD Projekt Red did with The Witcher 3. And that style of game is a little bit of a genre that I personally haven't spent a lot of time in, but I don't know about the other ladies.
How do we feel about it? Yeah, I'm fucking excited.
I feel better about it now. Like, the first demo that I saw of it, I was like, ooh, the dialogue.
It was the voice acting that really
it was
turned
just
us
like
off.
making me cringe. But then the second demo, which was much longer, the year after, I was like, oh, okay, I feel good about this now. So I am now back on board the hype train.
They still haven't given us a hands-on demo of the game, which is really unusual for a game this far into development. Oh, right, but no, my point was it's been in development for a while, and we've seen it at multiple shows, and generally as members of the press, like, we'll have like a behind-closed-doors media event that we go to where we get to actually play a good chunk of it so we can see and feel what the gameplay looks like, and we haven't gotten that yet. And, I mean, that can be fine or it can be problematic. It's hard to know. It was interesting because I'm trying to think of the last big game. I guess Death Stranding is a good example of another like really massive AAA game with a budget that we didn't really ever get to play at all before it came out. It was just like, boom, here it is. Hope you like it. Yeah. So they just called time. So can we do one more question? One more. Just one. Thank you. Sorry, we'll be outside afterwards.
If you were in line, you can still come up and get a...
Spelt wrong, Brit, everybody, with the final question. No pressure.
So my question was, what is your long-term goal for What's Good? Andrea, obviously yours is like Venus and Mars, but I'm wondering what the girls are thinking, the rest of the girls want for their long-term goal.
Oh boy, this is a long question. I'll keep it really short. I mean, I think Andrew and I are very aligned. We have this conversation quite often, and I think we just want to continue to grow the brand, continue to create content, and expand that into other venues and doing some really cool things with the larger gaming community. I could talk about this, I guess, for a long time, but I just want to keep going. I want to do cool things. I want to drink a lot of whiskey. Let's go.
I mean, yes, hooray for whiskey. We're all about that life. I think one of the like kind of dream goals that I would like someday to do for What's Good is to start like a scholarship or mentoring program for not just for women in games, but LGBTQ plus people of color that want to get into games. Because I feel like those communities are still so underrepresented. It would be really awesome for us to be able to start a scholarship or mentoring program where we could bring people to shows like E3 or GDC, PAX, etc.
Yeah, we actually talked about it, Andrew. I feel like within like months of launching What's Good, we were like, let's do this, and we're getting to a point where it might be possible.
Yeah, so maybe we'll get an intern at some point. But they're now very aggressively waving the time thing at me, so I've got to go. Thank you guys so much for coming out to our panel. Thanks for coming to the meetup. Thanks for listening to the show. Thanks for supporting What's Good Games. And we hope you guys have a great rest of your PAX.